हाँ जी, अपन पढ़ रहे हैं पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में अपन पढ़ रहे हैं कन्वर्टर्स। कन्वर्टर्स मीन्स कंट्रोल रेक्टिफायर। पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स कन्वर्टर मीन्स कंट्रोल रेक्टिफायर। अपन ने जो पहले लेक्चर लिया था उसमें पढ़ा था रेक्टिफायर्स। रेक्टिफायर की सारी वेवफॉर्म डायग्राम फॉर्मूलाज मैंने एक एक्स्ट्रा लेक्चर में समझाने की कोशिश की है। वो 1 घंटे का अपना एक लेक्चर है, आप उसके थ्रू जाएंगे तो बेसिक्स आपको कन्वर्टर का समझ में आ जाएगा। क्योंकि कन्वर्टर एक कंट्रोल रेक्टिफायर होता है और जो है कंट्रोल रेक्टिफायर में वैसे ही वेवफॉर्म्स आती हैं, वैसे ही सर्किट्स होते हैं, वैसे ही जो है एससीआर लगते हैं जैसे एक अनकंट्रोल रेक्टिफायर में मींस रेक्टिफायर्स में डायोड लगते हैं। बस डायोड और इसमें फर्क डिफरेंस ये होता है कि डायोड में कंट्रोलिंग एंगल होता है तो थोड़ा सा वेवफॉर्म आगे से स्टार्ट होती है। कितना आगे से स्टार्ट होती है उसको डिले एंगल कहते हैं। डिले एंगल कंट्रोल करके अपन इसको कंट्रोल रेक्टिफायर बना देते हैं। इसलिए आपको डेफिनेटली वो एक लेक्चर पहले से ले लेना चाहिए। यदि आप वो लेक्चर के थ्रू नहीं गए हैं तो डेफिनेटली यू हैव टू गो थ्रू दैट लेक्चर एंड डेफिनेटली लर्न द बेसिक्स ऑफ द rectifier, then definitely you can understand better the control rectifier. Otherwise also you can I'll take the each and everything in this lecture also, I'll cover the things in this lecture also ki how we can deal with the rectifiers and control rectifier, what the difference and what the waveforms and what the output. So आपको ये सारा चीज इसमें देखने को मिलेगा। और मेरा जो है 22 इयर्स का एक्सपीरियंस है इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट्स और फैकल्टी मेंबर्स को टीच करने का और उनको करियर अपलिफ्टमेंट करने का और उनको डिफरेंट यूनिवर्सिटी और डिफरेंट जो है कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशन की प्रिपरेशन करने का, आईएएस गेट और पीएसयू एग्जामिनेशन की प्रिपरेशन करवाने का। डेफिनेटली आपको मेरे जो एक्सपीरियंस से बहुत बेनिफिट मिलेगा यदि मेरे लेक्चर्स के थ्रू आप डेफिनेटली जाते हैं। इस जो है चैनल को आपने सब्सक्राइब कर रखा है तो डेफिनेटली आपके लिए बहुत बेहतरीन होगा। आप जो है कन्वर्टर्स को एक दूसरे लैंग्वेज में कहते हैं कंट्रोल रेक्टिफायर। कंट्रोल्ड रेक्टिफायर, कंट्रोल रेक्टिफायर कन्वर्टर्स। और कन्वर्टर का दूसरा नाम होता है कंट्रोल रेक्टिफायर। कन्वर्टर मींस कंट्रोल रेक्टिफायर मींस इसमें रेक्टिफायर में डायोड लगते हैं और यहाँ पे कंट्रोल्ड डायोड लगते हैं। कंट्रोल डायोड को थैरिस्टर बोलते हैं, एससीआर बोलते हैं, थैरिस्टर बोलते हैं। कंट्रोल डायोड लगते हैं, कंट्रोल डायोड लगते हैं, यूनिडायरेक्शनल डिवाइस होती है। मैं पहले बात करता हूँ, यदि इसमें भी अपन बात करें तो एक हाफ वेव और फुल वेव दो टाइप के होते हैं। तो पहले अपन हाफ वेव के बारे में स्टडी कर लेते हैं। दो टाइप के होते हैं, एक होता है हाफ वेव, एक होता है फुल वेव। हाफ वेव, फुल वेव। सो अपन पहले पढ़ देते हैं हाफ वेव रेक्टिफायर, हाफ वेव कंट्रोल रेक्टिफायर। सो ये है आपका सबसे पहले हाफ वेव रेक्टिफायर। ये है हाफ वेव रेक्टिफायर। हाफ वेव रेक्टिफायर ये लोड है और ये सोर्स है। इस सोर्स का वोल्टेज की वैल्यू है Vm sin of ओमेगा t और ये साइनोसॉइडल वेव है और इस टाइप की वेव ये इनपुट वेव। आउटपुट वेव कैसी होगी तो डेफिनेटली आपको ये दिख रही होगी, ये डेफिनेटली आउटपुट वोल्टेज वेवफॉर्म होगी। ये यहाँ तक इसका जो आउटपुट आएगा और यहाँ से जो है फर्दर इसका आउटपुट आएगा। ये हाफ वेव है, हाफ वेव है, ये हाफ वेव है, हाफ वेव रेक्टिफायर है। ये इसकी इनपुट वोल्टेज वेवफॉर्म है, ये इसके आउटपुट वोल्टेज वेवफॉर्म है। ये इनपुट वोल्टेज वेवफॉर्म है, ये आउटपुट वोल्टेज वेवफॉर्म है और ये डायोड है और ये लोड है। ओके, इसको यदि अपन कंट्रोल रेक्टिफायर में कन्वर्ट करना चाहें तो क्या करना पड़ेगा, हाफ वेव रेक्टिफायर को अनकंट्रोल्ड है उसको कंट्रोल करने के लिए अपन को एक क्या करना पड़ेगा, एक डायोड लगाना पड़ेगा और डायोड के साथ एक रेजिस्टिव लोड अपन कनेक्ट कर देते हैं। सो दिस इज कंट्रोल रेक्टिफायर, कंट्रोल रेक्टिफायर। ओके, सो कंट्रोल रेक्टिफायर में क्या होगा, ये आपका इनपुट वोल्टेज वेवफॉर्म है और इसका आउटपुट वोल्टेज वेवफॉर्म आएगा वो आउटपुट आउटपुट वोल्टेज वेवफॉर्म कैसे आएगा, यहां से इसको ऑन होना चाहिए, यहां तक ऑन होना चाहिए, यहां से ऑन होना चाहिए, यहां से, तो इसको क्या करते हैं, इतने यहां से ऑन होना चाहिए, यदि अनकंट्रोल होता है, लेकिन कंट्रोल वाला यहां से ऑन होगा, तो यहां तक इसको ऑफ रखेंगे, यहां तक इसको 0 वोल्टेज रखेंगे, 0, फिर यहां से ऑन होगा, यहां से भी ये ऑन होना चाहिए, यहां से 0 रहेगा और यहां से ये ऑन रहेगा, ओके। तो ये यहां से ऑन होना चाहिए, यहां ऑन नहीं होता है और यहां ये ऑफ रहता है, तो ये कंट्रोल में ये जो डिले एंगल देते हैं, ऑन होने में इतना डिले है, इतना लेट ऑन हुआ, इसलिए यहां तक 0 वोल्टेज रहा, इसको फायरिंग डिले एंगल अल्फा डी कहते हैं, या अल्फा भी कहते हैं। ये यहां तक पाई एंगल है और ये 2 पाई एंगल है, 2 पाई, और ये 2 पाई प्लस मीन्स हर एक साइकिल के बाद में यहाँ ये फायरिंग, यहाँ पे फायर होता है, तो यहाँ पे दोबारा यहाँ पे फायर होगा, यहाँ पे ये ऑन होगा, तो ये पाई एंगल है, ये अल्फा एंगल है, ये अल्फा एंगल है, ये 0 है, ये पाई है, ये 2 पाई है, ये 2 पाई प्लस अल्फा है, ओके। सो दिस इज द वे, you know, there is a delay angle in the firing when the waveform is start, the output voltage waveform is start later, not from the 0, not from the 2 pi, not from the 4 pi, it is later. So what the late delayed, so it delayed by some angle, that is known as delay angle, or it known as firing delay angle, it is alpha. So for the output voltage here, it is from 1 upon 2 pi 0 to pi, means the half they give it as, so Vm sin of omega t d of omega t, this is the output voltage equation. So according to that output voltage equation, what the output voltage, so the output voltage of a uncontrolled rectifier, it is equals to Vm is out upon 2 pi, and sine becomes minus, the integration of sine is minus cos of omega t, and it is limit from 0 to pi, so it is Vm upon 2 pi, and integration of cos is, sine is minus cos, and cos 0 minus cos pi is 2, cos 0 is 1, minus cos pi is also 1, so 2, so 2 get cancelled out, it is the Vm upon pi. This is the output voltage of a rectifier. So what the output voltage of a converter? So for the converter, output voltage is, it is 1 upon 2 pi alpha 2 pi, not from 0 to pi, it is alpha 2 pi, it is alpha 2 pi, alpha is the delay angle, and not started from here, and not started from here to here, it is started here, so it is from alpha to pi, the cycle is from alpha to pi and the sine wave. So alpha to pi Vm sine of omega t d of omega t. So it is Vm upon 2 pi, Vm upon 2 pi, that is minus cos of omega t, and limit is alpha to pi. So it is Vm upon 2 pi, and what that, it is cos of alpha minus cos of pi, so it is 1 plus cos of alpha. So this is the output voltage equation, V naught is equals to, this is the output voltage equation for a controlled rectifier, for a controlled rectifier. This is the output voltage equation for a controlled rectifier, and it is also for the load is R load only. It is also for a special R load, resistance load only. If the load is RL load, what happens? There is a difference. So that the output voltage here is, for the half wave rectifier, output voltage here is, output voltage is Vm upon 2 pi. Here the output voltage is Vm upon pi. So Vm upon pi. This is the output voltage Vm upon pi for the half wave. For this full wave, and it is the control rectifier, output voltage is Vm upon 2 pi 1 plus cos of alpha. This is 1 plus cos of alpha. So this is the output voltage. Next, Next, if there is a RL load is not a simple one. It is converter means control rectifier, and there is a, this is the source, this is a source, and it is a source and a value of a control rectifier, and R and L, it is a load like this. What happens? This is the same the input voltage waveform. The input voltage waveform is similar to that. This is the input voltage waveform. This is the input voltage waveform. What the output voltage? So the output voltage comes. It will start from a firing delay angle. It not started like this one. Not started from here. It is started from here. So it is started from here after a delay angle. So it remains 0 till this one. It remains 0 till this one, and then it is started, and it is not becomes 0 over here due to the inductance. Due to the inductance in a circuit, the current not becomes 0 for the when the negative voltage will take place. When voltage negative, current not equals to 0, because the inductor try to maintain the current, and due to that maintenance of the current, inductor supports the current, and due to the supporting factor of the current not 0. So what happens? There is a current waveform. Current is not started from here. Current is started from here. And it is becomes maximum after this point where the voltage remains positive. Current is going to increase, and then current is further decreases. So where the current is decreases and becomes 0, the waveform voltage this SCR get off. So it get off over here. It get off over here. And then it remains off. Then this is the output voltage, and then it is started from here. And then it is like this one. Okay. So this kind of the waveform, it is not 0 at the pi. In the R load, it is 0 when the pi. But in RL load, it is 0 after pi. So this angle is known as extinction angle. The current get extinguished. Extinguish means off. So this angle is known as, this angle is alpha, the delay angle, and this angle is beta, that is extinguish angle, where the current becomes 0. This angle from here, this angle is beta. So it is started from alpha. So how we can calculate the average value of the voltage? Average value of the voltage is calculated like this one. It is 1 upon 2 pi. It is started from alpha, and it remains till the beta. The voltage waveform remains in the output till the beta angle. Remains in the output. The waveform remains in the output till the beta angle. Whatever the positive or negative, but it remains the sinusoidal. So it remains the sine wave, sine of omega t, d of omega t, till the angle is beta. So the output voltage is Vm upon 2 pi. Sine, integration of the sine is minus cos of omega t, and it is from alpha to beta. So it is equals to Vm upon 2 pi cos of alpha minus cos of beta. So this is the way. This is the output voltage with the different from this one. This is for the R load. This is for RL load. This is for uncontrolled. This is for controlled rectifier R load. This is controlled rectifier RL load. Then I am taking what happens when RLE load. What happens if the RLE load is there? R load. And next is RLE load. This is the source, and here the control rectifier means thyristor, and load is R, L and E. RLE load is nothing, it is DC motor. RLE load is nothing, it is DC motor. With DC motor, winding having resistance, the winding having some inductance, winding is wounded over there, the winding is designed and proper winding, so wherever the winding or wrapping is there, it offers some inductance and it offers the back EMF. When the motor run, it offers the back EMF. So a DC motor works as a RLE load. RLE load. It is the nothing load, a DC motor. So when the DC motor, there is a resistance, there is a inductance, and there is a E battery. So what kind of the output voltage waveform? So this is the input voltage waveform. This is the input voltage waveform. So what happens? It is started from here. It is started from here at some angle and remains till the beta angle. Remains till the beta angle due to the inductance. Due to the inductance. It depends upon the value of the inductor. What the angle of beta. Okay. And just when it gets switch off, this thyristor get turned off, the output voltage is equal to the battery voltage. So output voltage is equal to the battery voltage and remains till the battery voltage. And next it fired over here. So it fired over here, so it becomes the sinusoidal and goes to the beta and then E. And before it also the E. Before it also the E. So it is E and then beta, then E, and this is, so this is the output voltage waveform. This is the output voltage waveform. Very fantastic voltage waveform. Very fantastic output voltage waveform. It is. Very fantastic output voltage. You will see the equation. So the output voltage equation is, it is 1 upon 2 pi. So in the two cycles, you will start from here alpha to beta, it remains sinusoidal. So Vm sin of omega t, d of omega t, plus from beta to next, this is the 2 pi, but it is over here till this one. So 2 pi plus alpha, 2 pi plus alpha, E d of omega t. So this is the output voltage equation. So that equation can be further write down. This equation can be further write down, or further can be simplified like this one. So the output voltage is Vm upon 2 pi, Vm upon 2 pi. Okay. And sin omega t the minus cos, and when put the value, it is cos of alpha minus cos of beta plus E upon 2 pi, E upon 2 pi, omega t become omega t, so 2 pi plus alpha minus beta. So this is the output voltage equation for RLE load. Okay. Now there is a freewheeling diode also. So the freewheeling diode is, the diode is like this one. It is connected over here. It is known as freewheeling diode. If there is a diode is connected over here, and it is known as freewheeling diode. So what happens? What is function of this freewheeling diode? What is the function of this freewheeling diode? It reduce or it eliminate this negative component. It eliminates the negative component, because when the negative happens, the negative cycle take place, the freewheeling diode come into the forward wise and circulate the current like this one in a short circuit. It gets short circuit and current will circulate like this. So whenever the negative cycle, so when with half of the freewheeling diode beta, what happens? Beta becomes equals to pi. Extinction take place at the beta only. So this with freewheeling diode with FD, this output voltage equation becomes Vm upon 2 pi cos of alpha minus cos of pi, and cos pi is minus 1, so it becomes plus 1. So the output voltage is equal to Vm upon 2 pi 1 plus cos of alpha. And with the freewheeling diode, this what happens with this one, so the output voltage this becomes Vm upon 2 pi, Vm upon 2 pi, this is cos alpha, so it becomes 1 plus cos of alpha, 1 plus cos alpha plus this beta become pi, so 2 pi minus pi is pi, so E upon 2 pi, it is pi plus alpha. Okay, so this happens with the freewheeling diode. ये freewheeling diode do the two things. One, it protect the SCR to work in a negative. You know what happens with the L load. When L in a load, L load forcefully conduct the SCR in the negative cycle. You know when the negative cycle, SCR doesn't want to conduct, but due to the inductance in the circuit, SCR forced to conduct. Forcefully it is conducted. So there is a damage. The SCR will be damaged. So there is a danger for the SCR and not the healthy operation of SCR. So when the freewheeling diode conduct, we will connect the freewheeling diode. What happens with the freewheeling diode? It's on or here, cycle is this one and then 0. Then on here and then cycle like this. So like, and without any SCR, the cycle is like this, go down. So the SCR with the freewheeling diode not go in the negative cycle, and with L load without diode, freewheeling diode go in the negative cycle. So with the freewheeling diode, beta becomes pi, means extinction take place at the pi angle. So this is about the half wave rectifier, half wave control rectifier, half wave converter, single phase half wave converter. You can understand what the waveform, what the output, what the equation. Definitely you will enjoy this lecture. ये जो है ना, this is as per my experience the best way to explain the equations, the waveforms, and you will try to learn, draw in your paper and copy, and then try to understand that. If you are not getting, then repeat the lecture and definitely you will get the things very well. So now we are taking the single phase full wave. Full wave is bridge. We are not taking the centrally tapped rectifier, because in the centrally tapped the utility factor of transformer as well the diodes are 50%. So the cost is the higher one. So we are not using the centrally tapped transformer. We are using only the bridge type. So the single phase, full wave, bridge, rectifier, bridge converter, or if the converter is also known as phase control rectifier, phase control converter, phase control converter, phase controlled converter. Okay, so definitely you can study about that. Draw the circuit diagram. So the circuit diagram is like this one: a SCR, not the diode. There's further a SCR. We are mostly taking the diodes, not the SCRs. So this is the diode 1, diode 2, diode 3 and diode 4. 4 are the diodes. Diode 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 works together, 3, 4 works together. So what happens when in a positive half cycle? In a positive half cycle we can connect like this one. This is the supply. In positive half cycle it works like this one, the load, and go like this one. In the negative half cycle, in another one half of the cycle, it is go like this one, come like this one. So in a positive half cycle, these two remains off. This one and this one remains off. Means 3 and 4 remains off. 1 and 2 conduct. And in the negative half cycle, this the 1 remains off and 2 also remains off. 1 and 2 remains off and 3 and 4 conduct. This is the 3 and this is the 4. They conduct. So in first half of the cycle, this is the direction of current. This is the direction of current. In the other half of the cycle, this is the direction of current. This is the direction of current. Here the current is direction this one, here the current direction is this one. So in the source side the current gate change direction, but the load side the direction of current is this one, and here also this one. The load side there is no any change in the direction of current. This is the switching device. This is the power electronic device. Switch do they not alter the direction of current when it is passes through the load, but it alter at the source side. Source side is the AC source, so the current alter, but it not alter, not reflecting the load side. Alteration is not reflecting on the load side. This happens, and due to this happens is known as rectification. It is rectification. So the uncontrolled rectification or control rectification. So firstly we are taking uncontrolled rectifier. So the output voltage is the waveform. We can say the waveform is like this one. This is the input voltage waveform, and what the output voltage waveform, it is started from here, then like this one, and then also like this one, then like this one. Not go in the negative one. It is positive or positive, positive, positive and positive. Positive and positive, not negative and not negative. As a positive, then positive, then positive. The negative cycle also comes as a positive cycle across the load. By alteration, the direction, by the alteration, the change the switch position. So it happens. This is the output voltage. So the output voltage is nothing. We are taking for the half of the cycle, 0 to pi only. So it is 1 upon pi, 0 to pi, Vm sine of omega t, d of omega t. So it is Vm upon pi, and integration of sine is minus cos of omega t, 0 to pi. So it is Vm upon pi, cos 0 is 1 minus cos pi is minus 1, so it is 1. So it is 2 Vm upon pi. 2 Vm upon pi. What happens if all the diodes are replaced by rective converters, thyristors? All the diodes are replaced by thyristors. So this is full wave converter. This is the full wave converter. And all the thyristors, all the diodes are replaced by thyristors. So this is the full wave converter, and here the source. Here the source. Okay, so first cycle this the 1 and 2 work for the positive half, and for the negative half 3 and 4 work. Similar the diode. The only the difference is it not conduct even the whole cycle. It not conduct. The conduction is started from here and remain till this one, and then further it started from here and conducted like this one, and further it is started from here and conducted like this one. So it remains 0 till this one, it remains 0 till this one, it remains 0 till this one. So it is started from alpha and it is ended at the pi. It is started pi plus alpha further, then ended at 2 pi. So the same waveform for the first half and for the second half. For the first half and for the second half. And the same waveform. Like this. So we can find out the output voltage equation. So the output voltage equation is V naught is equals to. So here this is the waveform when it has started. Now we are taking the resistance load only, R load only. So it has the waveform as 1 upon pi alpha to pi Vm sine of omega t d of omega t. Okay. So it is Vm upon pi sine is minus cos of omega t. It is from alpha to pi. So it is Vm upon pi cos of alpha minus it is 1 plus cos of alpha. 1 plus cos of alpha. So this is the value. This is the value. Okay. What happens if the load is not R load, it is RL load. If load is, this is a SCR1, SCR2, SCR3, SCR4 and load is RL load. R and L. Load is RL and this is the source. This is the source. And load is RL, R and L. So the waveform is, the output voltage waveform is, it is started from alpha. Output voltage waveform is, it is started from alpha and extinguished at the angle beta. It is started from alpha and extinguished at the angle beta. And then 0 and then further started at alpha and extinguished at the angle beta. And then 0 and then started at alpha. So this is the way. This is the way the output voltage waveform will. Okay, so it is very good one. So initially also it can be represented like the similar, it can be represented with the beta and then 0 like this one. So this is the symmetrical waveform. So the output voltage we can write down, the output voltage equation we can write down. The output voltage equation we can write down. The output voltage is equals to 1 upon pi alpha to pi, not pi, alpha to beta. It is, this is the beta angle. So it is the beta. So alpha to beta Vm sine of omega t d of omega t. So it is equal to Vm upon pi sine is minus cos of omega t alpha to beta. So it is equals to Vm upon pi and it is cos of alpha minus cos of beta. This is the output voltage. If it is, the inductor is higher, inductor having value higher, then what happens? If the inductance having the value higher, then it happens that it is extinguished over here, then further high it extinguished over here and just it extinguished, it will be started further. It extinguished, same the time it is started for the next one cycle. Next half will be start. It extinguished and next cycle will be start. So the angle of next pi plus alpha. So what happens? The beta is equals to pi plus alpha. It is known as continuous conduction. It is known as continuous conduction. So what happens? The output voltage for continuous conduction is Vm upon pi cos of alpha minus cos of beta. And what the value of cos of beta? cos beta is pi plus alpha. So cos pi plus alpha is minus cos alpha. So it is cos of alpha plus cos of alpha. So it becomes twice of cos alpha. So it becomes 2Vm upon pi cos of alpha. So this is the value for RL load with continuous conduction. So what happens with the RLE load if there is a RLE load and discontinuous conduction, and what happens with the RLE load with the continuous conduction? So we'll find out the values of these, how it happens, what kind of the waveform with RLE load with continuous and discontinuous conduction. So we'll try to find out the RLE load with continuous and discontinuous conduction. So it happens, this is a single phase half wave rectifier. As the circuit is the same, the load is only R, L and E load. R, L, E load. Then the waveform is like this. Waveform is like this. It is started from here alpha and it is extinguished at the beta, and when it extinguished it is equals to E, and when it fired it is an extinguished and then E and then fired to next, and before this one also, before the firing one it is equals to E, and before that one it is the beta. Okay, like this one. This is the waveform when RLE load with discontinuous conduction, not the continuous one, discontinuous conduction. It is the waveform when discontinuous conduction. It is RLE load discontinuous conduction. Discontinuous conduction. So the output voltage equation is 1 upon pi alpha to beta. It is alpha and this is the beta. So alpha to beta is the sinusoidal Vm sin of omega t. Vm sin of omega t d of omega t plus from beta to pi plus alpha. From beta to pi plus alpha, it is E d of omega t. So this is the output voltage waveform. So it is equal to Vm upon pi, and it is cos of alpha minus cos of beta plus E upon pi. It is pi plus alpha minus beta. Pi plus alpha minus beta. So this is the output voltage in RLE load discontinuous conduction. And what RLE load with continuous conduction? RLE load with continuous conduction. RLE load with the continuous conduction. So what happened with the continuous conduction? In a continuous conduction, the waveform is like this one. It has started from here and extinguished at the angle beta. And just as extinguished, it should be equal to E, but it is fired to the next one. Whenever it becomes E. So it is like this. So this is for the continuous conduction, not the discontinuous conduction. For the continuous conduction, E not come into the picture. So the output voltage is, what happens with the continuous conduction, beta is equals to pi plus alpha, but nothing else. It is only the thing. Beta is equal to pi plus alpha. So we will put the value of beta over here is equal to pi plus alpha. Here also beta is equal to, so V is equal to Vm upon pi. Beta is equal to pi plus alpha, it is 2 cos alpha. 2 cos alpha plus E upon pi. This is pi plus beta, this is equal to 0, so 0. So it is, get cancel out, it is 2 Vm upon pi cos of alpha. So this is the way we can explain, this is the way we can easily explain how a single phase full bridge rectifier works. Okay, if there is one modification, if there is a freewheeling diode, then what happens? If there is a freewheeling diode, then this factor, this negative cycle portion is absent, not happens, not take place. And the waveform is like this one. Okay. So, what happens? If the freewheeling diode with FD, freewheeling diode beta is equal to pi, only this is. So, the output voltage equation becomes beta is equal to pi. So here beta is equal to pi. So output voltage equation from this is equal to Vm upon pi. Cos of alpha, cos beta is equal to pi. Pi means 1. So it is 1 plus cos alpha. 1 plus cos of alpha. And here what happens? Beta is equal to pi. Pi minus pi is cancelled out. Okay. So here also, if there is a freewheeling diode, so what happens with the freewheeling diode? This negative portion is absent. So negative portion absent means beta is equal to pi. So beta is equal to pi means cos pi, and this beta is equal to pi means cos pi. So what is the output equation? The output equation becomes discontinuous conduction. The output equation becomes Vm upon pi 1 plus cos of alpha plus E upon pi alpha. 5 and by get cancel out. And what happens for the continuous conduction? In a continuous conduction, what happens here also, this phenomena get cancel out. So this is the waveform is like this one, this waveform is like this one, this waveform is like this one. So it is output voltage is equal to 1 upon pi alpha to pi Vm sine of omega t d of omega t. This is only the thing. So it is equals to Vm upon pi sine will become minus cos of alpha minus cos pi is 1 plus cos alpha. So it is equal to 1 plus cos of alpha. So this is for the continuous conduction with RLE load, full wave. So this is about what happens and how it happens when the different loads are connected with the freewheeling diode, not freewheeling diode, R load, RL load, RLE load. And now one thing also, if in the full bridge also, then in the half controlled or full controlled. In full bridge also there is a half controlled. Full wave also, but the half controlled. Full bridge but half controlled. How output voltage and equations are there, we'll try to understand, which is unsymmetrical and rarely asked, but in a most good example, good competitive examination it is asked. It is single phase, full wave, half control, converter. You know what half control converter means? 2 are the diode and 2 are the seers. 2 are the diode and 2 are the seer. These two are the diodes and two are the SCR. This is two are the diode and two are the SCR. So what happens in this kind of the circuit arrangement? The output voltage is, it has started from here. It has started from here, and there is a diode in each circuit. When this conduct 1, 2 also conduct. Current is going in this direction. So 1 and 2 conduct simultaneously. So in a circuit there is a one diode. So diode never conduct in the reverse direction. So it not go with the R load or RL load or RLE load. It not go in the reverse direction. So it is negative. Second one is started from here and like this one. So it not go in the reverse direction. It not go in this one. So this happens. They work as a freewheeling diodes. So automatically it get off. So the output is V1 upon pi alpha 2 pi Vm sin of omega t d of omega t. So it is equal to Vm upon pi 1 plus cos alpha, 1 plus cos of alpha. This is only the output. If what happens if unsymmetrical, the circuit is one SCR only the SCR. Amongst the four, only the one SCR, and all remainings are the diodes. One SCR. So then the cycle is unsymmetrical cycle. Then cycle is definitely unsymmetrical. In a positive half, in one of the cycle it go in the negative. No, it not go in the negative. It is this one, and second gate started from here, and it is like this one. Okay. And the difference comes when these two are the SCR and these two are the diodes. So one go in the negative, and second does not go in the negative, and third go in the negative, and fourth does not go in the negative. Then the waveform is different. That waveform is like this one. It is negative one, and second is started from here, and it is not negative one. Third is started from here, and it is negative one. Fourth is started like this one. Okay. So this kind of the waveform. One cycle is negative, second is not negative. Second is not negative, and one is negative, second is not negative. Okay. So the output equation can be write down. Output equation can be easily write down. So V output is equals to 1 upon 2 pi. 1 upon 2 pi. Because the two are the different waveforms. 1 upon 2 pi alpha to beta. It is Vm sin of omega t d of omega t plus from next we are taking next cycle also from alpha to pi sin of omega t d of omega t Vm. So Vm we are taking common, so Vm upon 2 pi. So it is cos of alpha minus cos of beta plus Vm upon 2 pi. It is 1 plus cos alpha. This is the output voltage waveform when this kind of the circuit where the two are the diode and two are the SCR. And here the two are the diode and two are the SCR. This is here the two are the diode, two are the SCR. This is. So it is not unsymmetrical. It is symmetrical. It is symmetrical. It is unsymmetrical. So this is about the single phase converters. Now in the next lecture we will deal with the three phase converters. So this is about the single phase converters. Definitely you will learn a lot. You will go through the lecture and go through the lecture for the uncontrolled converters also, means rectifier also. I have the lecture for the rectifiers. So from these rectifier you learn the basics, the single phase and three phase, and then from the converters you can learn the more than that. So definitely you will go for the three phase rectifiers, then we'll discuss on the tomorrow on the next lecture the three phase converter circuits. You'll learn a lot from my experience. I have 22 years of the experience to teach the electrical engineering student as well as the faculty members. So many, I teach the student for different examination, different competitive examination like GATE, IES, university examination, different papers, different jobs, different interviews. So I have vast of the experience, and so many students are get benefited from my experience. So definitely you'll go through these lectures. Definitely you gain a lot. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And you'll subscribe this channel and you will recommend and forward this channel.